cups and in the Europa League. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's
Right,
the sensible
we're going
plan.
live. We are live. So right now we're looking at the oh damn! I didn't realize that was going to be short. All right, say nothing. We're looking we're looking at the lineup, the starting lineup for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Yeah. So let me just get it up on my phone. You can see this is a live reaction. I have not seen what this is going to be. 1-1 in the other game at the moment. Wolves against Newcastle. Okay, lineup is out. So Leno in goal. Oh! Oh! Ladies and fucking gentlemen, Teddy is in the building. Yes, 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 yes. Fucking yes, fucking yes. Wow, didn't expect that to excite me so much. Didn't expect it to happen either. Woo! Let's see if I've got the exact 11 correctly. If I have, you have to like and subscribe. Fucking yes. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Leno, Chambers, Papastatopoulos, David Luiz, Kieran fucking Tierney. Yes. Guendouzi, Xhaka, Ceballos. Oh, okay. All right. He started Lacazette. Okay, so this is a spicy team, boys. All right. Ceballos is in the 10 role. He's playing a 4-2-3-1 by the looks of it. I'm not crazy on this. I'm not gonna lie. Ceballos isn't a number 10, really and truly. I think we've all seen that. But what he can do is play in tight spaces, and I'll tell you what, around the Palace box, we will be in tight spaces. I haven't looked at the bench, but I guarantee Mesut Ozil is not in the squad. Goodness me, seeing Kieran Tierney, that number 3 at left back, it just makes me so happy. He had cramps at the end of the last game, but he's here. Yeah, he played 90 minutes on Thursday, but he's here. It is time for Tierney. We've arrived finally. Big up Leandrew Wilson, first commenter in the live chat. He has to perform now. Are you talking about who has to perform, Leandrew? You mean Emery, Tierney? Who has to perform? I think we all have to perform, to be honest with you. This is a big game. This is a very big game. This was Banana Skin FC. This is where we lost Champions League last season. Everyone's got to be on the ball. But yeah, so starting lineup, I just keep getting so gassed I can't actually get through it. 4-3-2-1. I actually got every player on the pitch right except for Lacazette. I thought he might start Martinelli instead of Lacazette. But, I love seeing Lacazette get chances, man. And that is our preferred front three. If we can get them gelling, sooner better than later, we've got a very dangerous attack on our hands, boys. So Leno, Chambers, Socrates, Luiz, and Tierney. Guendouzi and Xhaka as a double pivot. They're very similar players. It's not a great double pivot, if we're completely honest. I think we would all rather see Guendouzi and Torreira. Torreira's a bit more dynamic than Xhaka, obviously, as we know, and just can provide more in terms of mobility, athleticism, and just getting in people's faces and screening that back four, protecting us a little bit more. So hopefully we'll see that get transferred in. We knew Xhaka was going to freaking start. We knew it, let's be honest. But that's the double pivot. We got Pepe, Ceballos, and Aubameyang as a 3 behind. So Aubameyang pushed out wide on the left, like how he is in my team on Football Manager. Don't know if Emery's been watching, how I've been playing. Or taking some tips from the French Gooner himself. But yeah, basically he's put Aubameyang on the left and Lacazette is up front, our number 9. Fucking love it. This is a very spicy lineup. Only complaints, like I said, Xhaka for Torreira, I would feel a lot better about that. Apart from that, I've actually got no complaints. Only one problem with the lineup, and that is quite rare for Emery. Tierney, Leandrew Wilson. Tierney has to perform now. There's been so much hype for him. He has to live up to it, but I believe he will. Yeah, that's an interesting point. He cost 23 million. We've been waiting for him for absolutely months. We've been saying Tierney coming in is going to solidify our defence. I'll tell you what, if Tierney has a shocker of a game, You're right. He has to perform, Leandro. You are correct. He has to perform. I think people will give him time, whatever happens. I think there's some acceptedness that, he's not on full match sharpness. He might be fully fit. He might be back from his injury, but clearly he's not going to be sharp as he's not played in a top flight game for a little while. He's been playing second string teams against Vitoria and the likes. No offense to those clubs, by the way. But yeah, you are right. There's been a lot of hype around him still, so he has to live up to it. You're correct. I'm just going to look at the bench quickly. So who have we got on the bench? No Ozil. Predictable. So, Bayardin is on the bench. Is that the first time he's been on the bench in the Prem? That's really nice to see, actually. I didn't expect to enjoy seeing Hector there so much, but just seeing his name there on the bench in the Premier League is great. Torreira on the bench, Holding on the bench. So we've got 3 defenders. Martinez, our goalie. Kolasinac. We've got 4 fucking defenders on the bench. Oh no, Torreira's not a defender. He's a midfielder. He's just a defensive player. Sorry, that's my bad. 3 defenders. Our goalie. Gabriel Martinelli. The bad boy. Didn't know his last name was Silva still. Gabriel Martinelli. He'll probably be coming on as a substitution. If we're winning the game, I predict Silva and Saka to come on as substitution. Last sub is, of course, Bukayo Saka. Willock completely dropped from the squad. Not too mad about that because he's not been playing fantastically recently, and I think a break is going to do him the world of good. The way we're playing, Torreira's the only midfielder we really need for that position. Saka can play number 10. Yeah, we'll be fine in terms of that. I like this team. I've got to say, I do like this team. I think it's quite promising. I say I like it. It's really because Tierney's there. It's literally because Tierney's there. Fuck me. Well. Boys, we've got what we asked for, eh? We've got what we asked for. We required Tierney. We said it's time for Tierney. We said now or never with Emery. He's, it was getting close to people getting real mad at him. And, yeah. He's gone with the fans' opinion, which means we'll probably see Kolasinac come in against Liverpool, which is fantastic. This is smart from Emery. This is smart. Now, another smart decision would be put Torreira instead of Xhaka, and if you want to appease the fans, put Ozil on the bench, but I get why he's not doing that. I do get that. What are your opinions on the lineup? What do you guys think about the lineup? For me, this is hugely exciting. Another comment from Leandro here. Pepe as well. Hope he can find his feet after Thursday. Yeah, man. Thursday was definitely like one of those arrival moments. Everyone's been talking about it in the media. Everyone's been saying, remember when Bergkamp first came? I think it was against Southampton. He scored those 2 goals. Then you got players like Henry came with 9 games without scoring. Scored his first one, the rest is history. So this feels like Pepe has arrived now, and what better setting than at home against his teammate and alternative Arsenal winger option in the summer, Wilfried Zaha, who is starting on the left. Ayew up top for Crystal Palace. He's been pretty fucking decent as of late. I can't lie, surprisingly decent. I like Ayew. I've known about him for a little while. But this does surprise me. I can't lie. Like I didn't expect him to be turning up in the Prem. I thought we were just here to have a good time. So big up Pierre Ayew. You said Jordan there. See. Yeah. Who else have they got to worry about? Townsend, Milivojevic with his pens, Cahill. I forgot they had Cahill. That's right. Van Aanholt, he scored against United, didn't he? Hennessy, he's a decent little keeper, isn't he? Was he for like Ireland or something like that? He's a decent keeper, Hennessy. Right. Yeah, okay. On the bench, Benteke. Benteke turned into prime Ronaldo when he played this last season. I'm actually glad he's on the fucking bench for now. Our goals off the bench. If we're not scoring goals with Pepe, Aubameyang, Ceballos, Tierney, you know what I mean? Like all these bad boys, Lacazette. If we're not scoring goals, we've got Martinelli and Saka to bring off. Martinelli's a goal threat, to be fair to him. You can't take that away from him. Saka's scored a couple. I wouldn't call him a goal threat as such, but he can create for sure. He can create. The boy is a creative player. Fantastic winger. So I'm quite confident that if we're having a bit of a tough time, say if Laka's not doing what we expect of him, or Ceballos is having a tough game, I am quite confident we can bring in another creative player off the bench or bring in another goal threat up front. Aubameyang, of course, goes up front. Martinelli goes out on the left or up front. So I think we've got a really solid squad here. If we don't win this game, it's not because of the starting 11 that Unai Emery's picked. It'll either be mentality of the players or coaching. It can only be, or possibly tactics. You could argue tactics as well, but I really don't expect Emery to get tactically outdone by Roy fucking Hodgson. If I do not expect that, but there you go. It happened last season, so it's not like it's impossible. But again, last season you could argue last season quality came into it because we played a second string team. This is definitely not a second string team. This is the strongest Arsenal team I've seen all season. Actually, this is the strongest Arsenal team we've put out all season. It's got our 3 big hitters up front. We've got our creative player Ceballos behind. We've got young buck Guendouzi, and we've got bad boy Tierney out on the left. Like I said, all that's missing for our ultimate team is Bellerin instead of Chambers and Torreira instead of Xhaka, and then that is our best possible 11 in my opinion. Obviously, there's arguments for an Ozil to make his way in there as well instead of a Ceballos, but yeah, that's very strong. Suffice to say, that's very strong. Another comment from Leandro here. Emery is preparing to take the lead. The amount of defenders we have on the bench. Oh man, I hope you're not right, bro. Oh, bro, I really hope that's not the case. But you know what? We know how Emery plays. He's revealed to us the kind of character that he is, and if he gets 2 goals, if we score 2 goals. He wants to win 2-0. He's not trying to win 4-0. If we score 2 goals, that 2-0 is like, that's Christmas for Emery. He will be gassed off a 2-0 dub here. Yeah, we want like 4-0s and 6-0s. Emery will be gassed off 2-0. So, bearing that in mind, you are probably right, Leandro, to be honest with you. Yeah, we could see if we go up, we could see maybe a Torreira coming on for a Guendouzi, because Guendouzi had 45 minutes the other day. And you might want to play him for Liverpool a little bit. We could see that. Not going to lie. We could see that happen. Hopefully we don't shut up shop. Hopefully if we take on Torreira, it's for Xhaka. Because then we have 2 slightly more forward-thinking players. And I would love that. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the lineup. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been French Guna with a starting 11 match reaction. As you can see, I've been powered up. I've been given energies by the sight of my guy, Kieran fucking Tierney. If you're on my Football Manager thing like Leandro is, you already know that I rate Kieran Tierney highly because I went out my way to bring him in as first transfer window I could. So I'm very happy about this. This is big for me. I can't wait to see my boy performing in the Emirates, man. Like you said, he has to perform now. He has to perform, but I think he will. He's a top fucking player for me. And this is where he belongs, the top flight. Bit of match sharpness to get through. Might have a little bit of a match sharpness issues, but in terms of his quality on the ball and just general decision making, I can't wait to see it, boys. I can't wait to see it. Listen, I'm gonna sign up. You'll probably see me at the half time. If everything's going really well, you'll see me. In fact, whatever happens, you'll see me at half time. We'll do a little half time match reaction, see where we're at, and of course, the player ratings. I've decided I'm going to do 1 match review straight after the match, and it'll be more of a kind of emotional, in the moment kind of thing, and another one a couple of days later, because once your emotions settle down, you look at everything a bit differently. So I'll do a match review straight after with the player ratings, and later on I might do, I'll definitely do one in a couple of days, either Monday or Tuesday, we'll see. Probably Monday, because we're going to have a preview for the Wednesday's game on Tuesday, I imagine. So yeah, that's how it's going to run. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. Really appreciate everyone who's here, who's rocking with me, who's subscribed, who's liking the videos, sharing the thing, all of that. And yeah, man, big ups. French Guna.